Chat, here we go. We have AlphaKep versus Swiftt, and Bacchus mod just updated. And I, like an idiot, or sorry, I shouldn't say Bacchus mod, Rocket League just updated. Therefore, there's a Bacchus mod update, which means I don't have an overlay. So I'm going to go and get us the old overlay in the meantime. But we have AlphaKep versus Swiftt. I'm not sure if we've had AlphaKep on the channel before. Of course, we've had Swiftt recently. He's been showing his stuff in 1v1. We love to highlight the up-and-coming players who have yet to join the RLCS to give you guys an idea of what you can expect, and that is the case with Swiftt, who is 14 years old. But I'm sure we'll see him in South American RLCS within a year. On the other side is AlphaKep, who I think has maybe at least played in some tournaments and qualifiers or something, but I don't know if he's ever played on my stream. North American 1v1er. Often in the top 20 or so, and also a big-time content creator. Live right now as we do this show match on, I believe, twitch.tv/AlphaKep, and he couldn't quite get the double off the corner, and his controller DC'd. He said his controller has been DCing, and it looks like this might be an example of a time that it did DC. So we'll see how it goes today with AlphaKep. We have him on the wrong side. There we go. Now it's good to go. Kep with a kickoff goal. Oh, never mind. No kickoff goal, as he hits it just barely wide. Swiftt able to control. Swiftt is the kind of guy who has been pogoing on people. We'll see if he's able to do that today. Kep, if you ever watch maybe AJ's stream or other 1v1ers, I don't know if I've watched a ton of Kep gameplay myself, but I get the idea that Kep is a more classic 1v1 style player because of the way that people get annoyed when he beats them. Which usually means he is kind of a, you know, ground, low 50-er, air triple bump type style, never taking big risks in order to get wins. And nothing makes top 1v1ers more frustrated than being forced to play that style in an attempt to win. AlphaKep gonna get his second goal as he escapes out of his corner. Swiftt not able to get fully around the ball. 148 ping. We should have done a server test for Swiftt. Normally we do. I just totally forgot that he is on ridiculous ping and makes it seem like it's not the insane handicap that it is. He's trying to put the ball behind Kep. It does not succeed. Really strong first touch for Kep. There's a world in which this does not become a counterattack. And it's a world in which it doesn't get as good of a setup. Yeah, what's up with that? This shouldn't even count. That is the correct reaction to have, Master Orc, when you see somebody playing on 150 ping in a show match. Absolutely, by all means, the first thing you should think is, this is not fair. This should not count. But what a lot of South Americans have done in an effort to get against top players is they play on US East, both in ranked and in show matches, and they win. And they win. Swiftt, in fact, I think played Gomb recently. So Gomb played, he's from England, so he played on about 90 ping to Swift's 140, 150 or whatever. And Swiftt got a nice dominant win there. Gomb, no easy player to play against. Been in the one show match team for a bit. RLCS player for Guild. And Swiftt right now trying to get a nasty shot, but Kep does not fall for any of the bait. Stays grounded and gets the save on the final shot. Swiftt, can he recover through this bump? He needs to if he wants to score on this possession. Flick not fast enough. Kep, solid recovery. Swiftt popping the ball high. Kep is just going to try and clear it away. Try and take Swiftt out of his element. Off the ceiling is Kep. Great challenge. Couldn't keep the ball in front of him, though, so not likely to score from it. And that controller must have just disconnected again. As Swiftt looks to check to see, and he says, yeah, I'm not going to score on a disconnected controller. I don't want it. Kep throws the sorry. Swiftt into the bounce dribble instead, this time with a defender there. And Kep has the save. And I think might have laid off a little bit on that shot due to the courtesy of Swiftt. Not 100% sure, though. Maybe he just didn't have what it took to finish it. Swiftt free-flipping around the ball. Kep bumps, going to the backboard. Can Swiftt direct it away? He can, and now he's got Kep in net. So he's going to be attacking a late recovering defender. He goes for the air dribble bump, and he succeeds. So within one is Swiftt with a minute left to go. Delayed kickoff for Swiftt. Kep first to the ball. Or sorry, first to the midfield boost. And why Swiftt chased after him, I'm not sure, but Kep misses off the post. Not a good idea to chase after someone who so clearly beats you in the race to the 100. Swiftt gets away with it. Doesn't have the midfield spawn underneath him, so he's got to retreat back to net with 0. Taps this one back into Kep's corner. Oh, Kep, nice read of the early challenge. He knows Swiftt needs to dive here late in this game if he wants to try and find a way to tie it up. All he needs to do is pop the ball off the wall to give himself a little bit of cushion. Maybe offer a server change? Yeah, I will. Normally I do a whole server test before we start when we have a South American player playing US East. Kep gonna get another goal. Disconnecting controller versus the 150 ping. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait the 8 seconds. I almost asked Swiftt early, but I don't want to imply that he has to forfeit. He could get a good 3 kickoffs in a row. I don't want to imply that the game is over until it truly is over. And now it truly is over. Rare L? Wait, what? What did I get an L for? No, 140 is good. Swift's like, no, this is actually elite ping for me. Game number 2, I gave the game to the wrong person. I have it on the overlay as Swiftt won, but it was AlphaKep who won in this best of 5. Up 1-0. Swiftt yet to get started on the kind of offense we can see from him, but AlphaKep has had great reads. Steals the ball away right off the top of his dribble and catches it to take the early lead. Delayed kickoff from Kep. Can Swiftt get the angle here? Strong shots, but Kep recovers. Is now demoed. Swiftt wall dashing like a maniac back to the midfield. Now into an air dribble bump. Can he get Kep? He can't. What is going on with the air dribble bumps nowadays? Apparently bumping is not good enough. I remember back in the day where every single bump on the car was a guaranteed goal, and now people are fighting through the bumps to get saves. Kep, what a nice delayed flick. Kep is playing really well in this series so far. Swiftt backing off and getting punished. Basically tested AlphaKep. It's not a bad idea, if you ask me, to mix it up. Wait a second. Did anybody see Flakes' post today? Is Swiftt a Flakes fan? One in chat if you saw Flakes' Twitter post today. Oh, Swiftt. He's going to score off of it. Flakes was talking about a new kickoff that he started doing. Or maybe you guys watched his stream today. You might have just seen him live doing it. Where you get really far around the ball and lose it intentionally into your own corner. Like really hard, like Swiftt just did. And then you play it off the bounce as a possession of yours. Swiftt, a nice fake. That's exactly what Swiftt just did. And it's something that I don't really see anybody do. I mean, him getting all the way around it, I'd be surprised to hear that he didn't get the idea at all from Flakes. Maybe it's just a trend that's going on behind the scenes I hadn't noticed yet, but I love it. You know, just when you think everybody's thought of all the things to do on kickoff, there's 10 more to do. He's done it before. Oh, Swiftt has done it before. Swiftt is doing it before Flakes. Oh, look at that. I can believe it. Flakes was just who I saw today. Isn't that just how the world works? Things getting credited to the popular streamer. Oh, Swiftt, what a read! Kep was going to save this and pass to himself off the post, and Swiftt just dunked. At 0 boost, he said, I'm not letting you get away with that. Oh, man. That could have been dangerous. If Kep got the touch he wanted, that's out to the midfield, and Swiftt has sent himself all the way into Kep's net. Who is better, Swiftt or Wisty? We'll have to get Swiftt and Wisty against each other sometime. Swiftt somehow won this 50 into the net. Like an absolute genius. Swiftt half flipping out to the midfield. Really does play to his name. Did he bump Kep? Seems like AlphaKep got the save. Now AlphaKep scoring to tie it up. Four with 3 minutes left to go. Certainly a lot of scoring here in the first two. Swiftt trying to find a way to score this kickoff, and he just barely misses out as Kep was chasing him down, trying to take him off his line. Kep will put this behind Swiftt. Soft touch for Swiftt, who wants to play it from the midfield, not the back corner. Really strong play into the ceiling. Can be hard to work with, and Swiftt doesn't prove otherwise as he loses control almost immediately. Now he'll play this one to ceiling height, down to the ground, the wave dash, the late flip. Oh, he actually put it off the crossbar. That would have been quite the stylish goal had he somehow kept it low enough. But Kep's strategy has been clear, which is to camp in the nets and not overreact. Seems like maybe a controller DC there. I don't know why Kep would want to stop moving in that moment. The Bismillah, that's right. Swiftt is one of the first other people I've seen try that dark fake out, where you half flip as the fake kickoff. I have to watch it from Kep's perspective to see if it's as convincing as Dart can do. Air dribble 50. What a save from Swiftt. And the recovery. Playing to his name again as he gets out to the ball before AlphaKep. Makes the lead 2. Swiftt going to be first to this ball. Playing it into the opposite corner. Multiple fakes all the way to net. Kep is going to sit and never fall for a fake. And Swiftt makes the right play accordingly. Doesn't take the shot, and then when it finally comes time, goes for the bump to make sure the last second save cannot happen. Kep, long shot is wide. Swiftt, it's not a competition to see if you can constantly keep moving, but Swiftt seems to think it is. So he tries to pre-flip into the ball, maybe a bit unnecessarily, but he has this save, and he's trying to clip the other way. Okay, no. I thought for a second he was going to try and go for a double off the backboard instead of taking his free net, but he does take his free net. He's up 8-4 with 53 seconds to go. This is the time where if you're the first, this is the first time that you've watched another intentional loss by Swiftt. A psycho, it's on target, is it in? No, it's actually slightly wide. I think Kep actually had the save. It was on target. But as I was saying, if you haven't watched a South American player play on US East before, this is around the time 8-4 that you go, oh, okay. I understand why they're still running this match, you know? Sometimes when the player with 150 ping gets beat, and pretty handily, which I feel like happened in game 1, You think, why are they even running this match? But Swifft showing you why right now. 8-5. Although AlphaKep trying to make me look wrong. As he brings it back. Swiftt, interesting pinch towards his net. He's just playing speedy keep away. Well, actually, an insane little pinch pop to himself and flick. Kep can't keep it out. Swiftt. What a play. This setup is crazy. And sure, he rolls himself on the ground for a bit, but hey, does it matter if he catches the ball and flicks it for a goal? Is Swiftt okay? Yeah. That's an appropriate response to what Swiftt just did. Ooh, close to staying in this one with a perfectly placed top corner flick. Swiftt. Oh, a little team play to end the game. Oh, AlphaKep didn't have enough boost. Game number 2 going to Swiftt. A best of 3 separates these two challengers. Game number 3. Swiftt seems to be consistently going to this kickoff. I'm interested to see if we're going to find a counter from Kep. How he can stop Swiftt from just passing to himself off the back wall. He stays low on the touch to make sure it kind of chips off of him and goes high. Seems like his hope is that no matter how it goes, will always be above the crossbar, so he doesn't have to worry about an immediate goal. Although something tells me there's got to be a way to take advantage of what feels like such a risky kickoff. Ball to air dribble. Ceiling reset for Kep, and Swiftt got a bit ahead of himself on his challenge as he flies way past the ball. Kep in the greatest car design of all time. I think I've seen Jack wear that at least a couple times. Kep, wow, these delayed flicks, man. These have been filthy. Look at how it goes in at 36 kilometers per hour, but he is launching these. Crossbar down and in. My goodness. Delay kickoff from Swiftt. A bump. And now, oh, he's not going to be able to make it back to Kep. Turning off the ball here. Going to let Kep get to his flick position again. Well, it's going to be an air dribble bump this time. Swiftt, nice little 50 with the crossbar in order to pinch the ball out back to the midfield in the process of getting the save. His camera is going to make me sick. He cannot seem to decide where to look, but he does get the save. He will not get the back corner boost. As Kep plays a bit of keep away and now attacks a Swiftt who's working on pads. Hiding behind the ball is Swiftt. Kep really never got great control over it. Forced to get a bit of a lame flick to finish the dribble. And now Swiftt turning and challenging before Kep can get these nasty flicks we've seen him do. A little camera check from Swiftt to see if he can get that back corner. Did not spawn, and I think that was a bit of a mistake from Kep. I'm not sure if he thought Swiftt was going to the ceiling. Maybe that was the reason why. Kep just launched. Oh, okay. I thought we might see some magic there. But maybe Swiftt looked like he was pre-challenging on the ceiling, and so Kep just took a quick ground shot thinking he could punish him for that. But since Swiftt did not actually go that high, he just ate up what was a very free shot. Wave dash fake shot from Swiftt. Despite the theatrics here from Swiftt, he is scoreless. And AlphaKep is up 2-0. Long shot. The Swiftt had it. Did not. And now he's actually passed the ball to Kep. Can he get around this one? No, AlphaKep too quick, so it'll be 3-0. AlphaKep gives us old players hope. How old is AlphaKep? What, 21? Was it like 24 maybe? I wouldn't guess it. 25? Oh my, if he's ancient. Never mind. You're right. 35? Okay, some of you are lying. Almost 30? He's turning 40 next month. You're thinking of Rizzo. Bro is almost in the ground. Yeah. He really is. I think I was talking to somebody and I was like, oh, a little rule 1 in the net. Everyone knows, though, that does not apply to 1v1. I was talking to somebody and I can't remember why. I was referencing Jack as a veteran, as an old veteran. And someone was like, you mean 18? I think Jack might be 19 now. They're like, dude, Jack is not old. I was like, oh, I guess you're right. He's so mature. I had him clocked as an older individual. Oh, Swiftt, look at this shot. Tying up the game. It's not an in-air psycho, but it's a nice redirect to pop this ball and punish the AlphaKep midfield boost grab. You're turning 20 in 3 months. Okay, so you're almost 20 now. I think when I said it, you might have still been 18. Jack is just a mature soul. Oh, Swiftt wanted the pogo. Did not get it and might even get scored on the other way. Not in a great position, but a really good challenge win here as Swiftt chases down Kep. Is this going to roll in slow? No. Kep gets his possession. Swiftt all the way back to the corner. Pre-jumping the flick. The bump will be a goal for Kep. AlphaKep can't get a 2-goal lead on the tight angle. Swiftt has a bit of space. Could have gone to the opposite wall. Decides to turn directly towards Kep in net and launches the ball way too far away from his air dribble. Looking to play really aggressive here on 8 boost at a time. Now with only the pads, he's been able to get on the recovery. Long shot from Swiftt. He just puts enough power on it that even though Kep is there, he cannot redirect it off target. Did his best, but slotted at top right. 24-year-old Rocket League player basically have 1 foot in the grave. We'll see. You know, I think a lot of people are hopeful that the average age of pros will rise as it becomes, you know, more viable and players have trained since a younger age. I don't know if I have the same hopium. Every time I see a new youngster, they always seem to have unlocked even more of the game. Swiftt! Oh, he's proving my point! He's proving my point! He unlocked some of the abilities that us ancient geezers don't have. Oh. Kep tried his best to save it, but he just teed it up for the dunk. Going back to that same kickoff, this might be the counter. If somebody can convince the ball to hit side wall, then they might be able to follow up for an immediate shot as Swiftt goes flying by, but Swiftt does secure the game. 2-1 in his favor on match point as we head to game 4. Game number 4. Kep gets control of this kickoff after Swiftt tries to send it off his back wall. Early flick. Swiftt just barely able to avoid the flip through bump by AlphaKep. Demo, no boost grab though, and I think had he gotten the initial boost grab, his take would be a bit more dangerous. Instead, he's back down to the ground, trying to dribble to the top right corner. Able to keep possession. Reset taken to the ground. Kep has been so adamant on playing goal line defense, which can really get you eaten alive by an effective striker. He's players also need to be willing to play it slow when necessary, like we saw from Swiftt. The multiple fakes before goal line 50ing. Late bumps on AlphaKep if he's going to camp in net. Those are good ways to counter. Players like Swiftt often are so interested in playing quickly. Might not recognize that in time. Swiftt controls this one to the corner. Can't pre-flip through the boost. Does have the possession here. Backed off too far. He could have kept off the ball, but he decided he'd rather have the 100. And he's showing me why right now as he's able to immediately demo Alpha and squeezes in the near post shot. 1-0 for Swiftt. Swiftt immediately jumping off the ground after landing. It looked like he was going to try and dash, but made a play on the ball instead. Going to have to back off now. In fact, might have been getting scored on had Kep put it on target. It's a good decision by Swiftt, I think, to delay a bit more. Needs to protect the ball, though. You know, if Kep's going to wait on the goal line, he can bring it to him. What he can't do is have his last second play be one that puts him on the side of the ball. He has to be able to fight a 50 in when necessary. It's a great save by him to keep AlphaKep scoreless. AlphaKep plays it quickly around Swiftt at the cost of an angle on net, and now low 50s to tie the game. AlphaKep tapping this one past the delay kickoff. I think he's done a few times. Can't create a scoring opportunity, though, before the recovery. Swiftt, his desire to be fast so often results in him missing the boost. And that pre-jump is going to be tough to work with. AlphaKep will just put it behind him. But he keeps missing boost by inches, whether that's jumping over it or turning right before it, because it's just trying to maximize his speed in every way possible. Can't imagine going the extra inch that it would require to get the boost. Swiftt will just boom this one full field, though, as AlphaKep did not expect Swiftt to try and challenge him here. Maybe he got too strong of a touch anyways than he really wanted, so he couldn't get around it. But had he expected Swiftt to attack him that early, I'm sure he would have tried to make a play on the ball to stop the immediate shot. But a kickoff goal puts him right back in the lead. Swiftt, this might be the worst version of his kickoff he's been using, where he gets side on the ball, as this one is sent straight to the net. Yeah, and he gets fully countered. I want to see. I don't think we'll go back and see in time on this replay, but let's go see what Kep did there. Whatever it was, I think it's the answer if you can do it consistently. Swiftt has been delaying these, and I don't even think AlphaKep is necessarily trying to avoid him. Just happens to be hitting it right past him. Low 50 from AlphaKep for sure. Swiftt recognized it. The way he's been playing. He sees Swiftt prepping high on the back wall. He's definitely going to try and force it low. Fake flick! AlphaKep wants game 5. And he is up 5-2 to force it. Oh my goodness, Swiftt. This is why we tune in to watch. The ceiling resets. Uses the late front flip to tag the ball with the tail end of his car. Pops it over the top of AlphaKep. Swiftt. Oh my goodness, this is actually going to be a goal. Didn't expect it to be. I want to watch it from Kep's perspective. It seemed like he had fallen down on top of the ball, which is not what you want. Usually makes it impossible to create a scoring chance out of it. You got to be floating slightly underneath it usually. But AlphaKep jumps through on the bounce. Man, I jinxed AlphaKep. I'm sorry. On his 5th goal, talking about game 5, it takes Swiftt but seconds to tie it up. AlphaKep cannot find the close angle, but he will have possession in the late moments. Big challenge from Swiftt, and jumped behind the ball. Air dribble bump. Swiftt cannot get around the attempt, and the ball falls through for the 1-goal lead at 10 seconds left. Swiftt does avoid the contact, but also the ball. Delayed kickoff by Swiftt leads to an AlphaKep possession. Low 50. Swiftt actually got underneath the ball. Can he keep it up? Oh my goodness, Swiftt actually has a chance here. 16 boosts to work with. Early flick. AlphaKep trying to undercut him, pumping him, and guarantees it hits the ground. We're headed to game 5. AlphaKep versus Swiftt. Game number 5. AlphaKep versus Swiftt. A back and forth series so far, and a fun one to watch. Swiftt almost stole away game 4, but we have broken, not only have we broken the sweep curse today, now we've got ourselves a coveted game 5. Kep is so skate parked. No, he isn't. It doesn't make any sense. For those of you on YouTube who don't understand, there is a 7TV emote that chat wants. It doesn't make any sense. It's just a guy riding a skate park on another guy's head. It doesn't make any sense. The chat thinks everything is a skate park moment now. A minute in, no goals. As Swiftt launches a musty. Kep did not clear it far, but didn't need to. Will still get his possession. Swift's fake challenge gets him to pop the ball. Out floats at the midfield. Swiftt cannot get back to it to get any sort of movement before Kep has the challenge. Swiftt gonna have to direct this into his corner. No boost for him as he's forced to avoid the demo. Wall dashing like crazy. Tried to get Kep back. Kep avoids by dipping inside the net. Low boost now for Swiftt. Tough position. Maybe the best scoring chance of this game so far, and it's in. AlphaKep flicks it just underneath the crossbar. Swiftt pointed the wrong way. Has to reorient on the back wall and can't get to the ball quick enough. AlphaKep, air dribble 50. Swiftt able to keep him out. Trying to attack the other way. Shot too high off the crossbar. Shouldn't even say crossbar, more like back wall. Swiftt, what a read. Sometimes it can be that easy. Once you have the ball on top of your car, all you need to do is pop it when the challenge comes. Swiftt reads the fake kickoff, probably because he was going to go around the side of it anyways. Doesn't find anything on his wall to air dribble. Flicks over the top of the challenge, but also over the nets. As Swiftt tries to bully him in the corner. He's actually got a great ball out in front of the nets. Kep undercuts Swiftt, and it should be a goal. Oh, Swiftt demos, but can't stop the ball. Kickoff win for AlphaKep. These fakes, man. He has gotten Swiftt to fly a couple times. But to be fair, AlphaKep started this series with some bangers of flicks. Oh, and Swiftt was right on target too. He was reversing the backflip into it, and he decided last second to diagonal flip away where he thought the flick was headed. Oh man, Kep pulling away a bit. 4-1. Swiftt sends this straight to the ceiling. I'm not sure how he didn't recognize that he had lost that kickoff poor enough that he was not going to be able to go grab midfield boost. Delay kickoff works for the first time in a while. AlphaKep had just been pushing it right past him, and I say works, but he gets demoed, and now he's in a pretty tough position. Double jump. What a save. What the heck? I'm so surprised. But that's where the ball went on that save. But it went not in Swift's net, and that's all he cares about. He locks in on AlphaKep, looking for the demo, not once but twice. Does not find it. AlphaKep the other way, low 50. Swiftt, for the first time in a while, able to stop an AlphaKep scoring chance, something that hadn't been happening recently. He's running out of time to get his 3 goals back. Decides to stay on the ball here instead of falling off to the midfield 100, and he almost chased Kep off the save with the wall dashes. Now he's looking to see if he can bait Kep out. Cannot 180 around the ball. He didn't want to backflip it into him unless Kep dove. And since he never did, he tried to just 180 and stick with it, but it's not going to happen. 4-goal lead for AlphaKep. Swiftt dashing his way back into his corner, has the demo. Can he convert on this somehow? It's not going to be the easiest of shots. Oh my goodness. Had to power slide to chip it to a scoreable position. Needs to rush this ball. AlphaKep knows it. Forces him to delay his dribble. He has a great dribble now. 0 boost to work with. The flip is a fake, and AlphaKep gets the save. Not likely to hand the ball back to Swiftt quickly, although he actually does immediately flick, which surprises me a little bit. He could just kind of hold on to the ball for the next 40 seconds and be just fine. But I think he's going to be just fine either way. 24 on the clock. Swiftt flying back to help him score it. 6-1. AlphaKep on the verge of losing in Game 4. Turns it around and dominates in Game 5. For what will be not really a debut match for him on stream, I don't think. I feel like he's played before on mine. But certainly the first match I've seen him play in a while. Will be a win against Swiftt. Oh yeah, the points were heavily in favor of Swiftt, weren't they? GG's. AlphaKep with a dub. Thanks to these guys for playing.